Okay, sir, can I have your name, age and current employer?
Gareth James, years old, Standard Chartered Bank.
How did you get involved in this, Gareth?
I unfortunately know one of the guys organising it, and it sounded like a good idea at the time.
Mr. Dancer, I'm presuming, in this particular case. And was there any arm twisting involved, or was it a pretty easy discussion?
Not really. I've got a habit of making stupid decisions.
Okay. How are you finding the training so far?
It's probably one of the toughest things I've ever done. It's frankly painful, and I'm going to be pleased when the 3 months is over.
Are you adding anything to the sessions that you're having at the boxing club each week?
Yeah, you've got to do your own work outside, otherwise you're going to lose on the night and no one's here to lose.
And alcohol content, would you say it is increased, decreased, or about the same?
I'd say decreased massively. I now don't go drinking during weekdays.
Okay,
that's
and weekends?
Weekends is more moderate.
Okay,
I've cut out the 40-a-day habit as well, which didn't help.
Oh, of course, I do remember there was a nicotine habit at the start, and you have found that just doesn't go well with the boxing regime.
Yeah, I think that the first training session proved that.
Yes,
sitting outside of an ice bag on my head.
Yeah, so we don't need to remind people, and I wasn't going to bring it up, but yes, you were the individual who collapsed in the first training session, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, so have you given any thought to the big night itself yet?
Not much. I'm not going to think about that until it's closer to the time. I need to know who I need to fight and who I need to beat.
How are your work colleagues treating this?
Most of my work colleagues and friends are looking forward to me getting punched.
Okay,
I think some think it's been many years coming.
Any idea of a fight name yet?
No, that's still. I'm looking for suggestions.
Okay, we can certainly give you. There was one, the Pink Pounder, but we don't need to go into that. It's just something that Mr. Dancer came up with before. Okay, do you know anybody who's done this before?
Yeah, quite a few of the SEC rugby boys have stepped up to the plate on this before, in the first one and in the last autumns. So I know 5 guys who've done it previously. It
has to be said, SEC's always been a very good source. They, as a club, I think have provided as many. Maybe Kings just about the same amount, but SEC and Kings probably the 2 big ones that have done this so far. Has anybody been able to give you any advice so far?
Everyone's full of advice. I'm not sure how much of it I'll listen to.
Okay. Right, Gareth, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Chris Snell. I am 35 years of age. I am from England and I work for Standard Chartered Bank.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, so how did you get involved in this?
I received an email from a friend of mine who I don't know why, I got an email, I signed up for it all kind of very quickly, all for a laugh, and then I realised when I got accepted that it probably wasn't such a smart idea after all. It was one of those spur-of-the-moment decisions.
Have you done anything like this before?
No, never. That's the first time. Looking forward to it though.
Would you suggest this was the bravest thing you've ever had done?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. I mean, it's probably the most stupid as well, when you think about it. I'm not really one that likes to get hit, so it should be good fun.
And how have you found the training so far?
The training's been very enjoyable, yeah. I'm looking forward to the training, the sparring, the part where we start sparring. I just hope it doesn't put me off too much, getting hit in the face, because the rest of it's been pretty easy and fun and enjoyable, and it's very tiring, but I'm just hoping that getting punched in the face doesn't put me off. What's
been the hardest part so far?
I think the hardest part has just been getting used to all the different variations of the exercises. I'm used to just doing running, pounding the streets, long runs. The variations, the circuit training, all the different drills we're doing it's been pretty tough to get used to, but there's been a few aches and pains in some strange places, but it's been good, it's been enjoyable.
Have you given any thought to the big night itself yet?
Not as yet, other than just trying to get people to cough up for the tables. The night itself, I'm just looking forward to going there, and I'm just hoping I don't lose, because I'll probably never live it down if I do.
Given any thought to a fight name?
A fight name? Yes, the Pikey.
The Pikey. Any background to that? Are you going to share anything?
Well, years and years ago, I went on a caravan holiday when I was working at Barclays Capital, and I became the Pikey from there on in. And then, obviously, my friends coined the nickname from Snatch at Standard Chartered as well. So I have to get a Cornish pasty hat as well, by all accounts.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing that on the night. Have you, do you know anyone who's done it before, the actual event?
Ian Croft, I know did it before, and I know Budgie through a friend of a friend as well. So.
Have you been to an event before?
I haven't been to an event before.
Have you seen any of them?
Only on YouTube.
Only on YouTube.
Just the bit where it all became more real.
Yeah, and that will continue for some time, I can gather you for that one. How are you finding making preparation for training? Has anything changed in your daily routine?
Given giving up drinking was certainly a big part of it.
Completely?
Completely gave up drinking, yeah, for the last 2 weeks, and smoking. So yeah, it's been interesting. I'm just enjoying the fitness without having the hangover when I first wake up in the morning. Not that I was drinking that much, but it's just it's nice to get up on a Saturday morning with a clear head.
What does the family and friends think about this?
My wife was really excited about the prospect of being allowed to dress up, or rather not being allowed, being able to dress up for the big night, and then she saw one of the fights on YouTube and realised that it was all a bit more real than she originally thought. So, friends, I haven't told my mum because she'll kill me. The friends, they think I'm a bit mad, but they're looking forward to a good night out. They're looking forward to seeing me getting hit a lot.
Good. Okay, well, Chris, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so, Robbie, have you ever done anything like this before?
Never done any combat sports before. Trained for a few big tournaments, tennis tournaments, football tournaments, but never been in a ring, and certainly never taken a punch other than in a pub brawl.
So, okay. Well, what's your motivation for getting involved in it?
Initially, it was just to, get fit, quit smoking, and I think now it's more about actually learning the sport and coming out knowing something a little bit more about boxing as well.
How do you feel after your first session on Saturday?
Absolutely knackered, but the training felt good. I woke up yesterday with some pains in the back and the abs, but looking forward to picking up the training again this evening.
Have you done much exercise before you started the training?
I've actually lost a few kilos in the last couple of months. I play a lot of tennis, play a lot of squash, run a couple of times a week, but I'm planning to take it up a notch and get super fit for this event.
What do you think is going to change over the next 12 weeks for you?
Well, I certainly won't be able to go out on Friday nights with our trainings on Saturday mornings.
Is that possible, Mr. Hoyscock, for you not to go out on a Friday night?
Remains to be seen. I ended up still having a big one last Friday night, but it was actually at home. I think I'm going to stay off the cigarettes. I think it would be outrageous to expect myself to go through this and think about picking up a cigarette again. Also, just generally trying to cut back on the booze and get myself tip-top. We need the body to be a temple.
Okay, well, what's been the reaction of your friends for this?
Friends have all been very supportive. They want to set up a Facebook fan page, which I've prohibited them from doing thus far. But no, they all want to get involved. They want to be my official trainer, my official dietitian, look good, feel good type support. So most of them will be at the event. A lot of my friends have been to past events, so they're really thrilled to actually have someone that they know fighting in this tournament.
Now, if I'm not wrong, your brother is a doctor. Now, surely he is not overjoyed at seeing his sibling entering a boxing ring.
He is indeed a doctor, and actually, he's for the last 4 years he's been an accident emergency at Singapore General. So, if anything severe happens, then I can expect for him to be tending to me if he's not there on the evening. But I think he will be there ringside just in case I do take a punch to the nose.
Now, have you given any thought to the big night itself yet?
Not extensively. At this stage, it's still about getting there. We've got 3 long months before we actually get into the ring. I've had a little think about, what my entry song might be. I've had a little bit thought about, what kind of numbers I can bring in terms of fans to support me, because I think that's a big thing. But at the moment, it's just been, get fit and ask me that question again in a couple of weeks or perhaps a couple of months, and the answer might be very different.
Have you had any advice from any boxers that have done it previously?
Yeah, I know quite a few of the previous boxers. The advice has ranged from going in very hard in the first round to just, focusing 90% of my energies on getting really fit, and obviously also turning up 3 times a week and not missing any of the sessions. I've known a lot of the boxers. Some have been winners, some have been losers, but at the end of the day, and I know it sounds a bit pansy, but it was all about participating and having a good time, and at the end of the day, raising money for charity as well. So I'm not too worried about the big fight, but I'm certainly looking forward to putting on a good show and also to raising some money.
Mr. Robbie Hoyscock, thank you very much.